All right, what up, boys? Don't mind the knife. Just cleaning up the mess, as you can see behind me. Been a little lazy for a few days, so we're gonna make it look good. But I kind of get bored when I clean, and it was either between listening to YouTube or making a video, which I'd rather make a video. So, what up? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope maybe any of you who watched me and started flipping, but you guys are really doing good and still continuing to flip and make money. Now, it's been kind of a rocky few months for me, and maybe that's why I haven't uploaded. I just haven't felt like at the top of my game. So I'm kind of like, don't really want to talk about it. But I've realized my problem is that I start to doubt myself, right? Like, you know when you start to doubt yourself and you're like, oh man, you know, this guy on YouTube, he's flipping stuff making $3,000 a week. I can't do that, right? And you just lose hope in yourself. That's kind of the phase I was in. And, you know, sometimes you just have to tell yourself, like, if this fucking scumbag can do it, I can do it, right? Like, seriously. And, you know, I've already proved to myself I can make like $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And, I mean, I've shown you guys, right? I've shown you guys all the stuff I flipped, my processes with golf clubs. Now, the reason why I started to mess up and doubt myself is because it's coming to the end of summer, right? And what do I flip? Golf clubs. 100% just golf clubs. And once this time comes, less people start selling them. Less people stop playing a little bit. Still lots of people playing. Still plenty of opportunity with golf clubs. But the other thing is probably since I'm doubting myself, I stopped making offers. And I stopped checking Facebook so often. Now, like I said, I've changed that quite a bit now. But either way, I was like, I need to get out of golf clubs and get me something that I can do year round. Now, when I was thinking about it, golf clubs I can do year round. Just gotta ship them through eBay. Because people in Arizona can play, people in Texas can play, right? But for now, I wanna sell small things that are worth like $300, $400, $500 so I can ship on eBay for cheap. And things that'll be good somewhere in the United States, right? Now, it sucks with eBay, you gotta pay fees, you gotta ship, you gotta do all this shit, people can send things back. But hey, that's part of the game. If you wanna start a business, that's how it's gonna be. So, I started flipping. The thing that I've really found that I like so far is Garmin. We'll say Garmin. I think it's Garmin. Garmin, GPSs, satellite phones, fish finders, stuff like that. Now, the first one I bought, I was super excited for. So my issue that I ran into was, okay, I'm a couple $100 short on rent because I haven't been doing my job, right? I haven't been messaging people, making mobile offers, and finding stuff to sell. So either I'm short on rent, I borrow money, and then I have nothing, or I'm even more short rent. I spend the $250 on a GPS that I found that's worth $550. And pray it sells at some point, right? Because that way, if I had to borrow money, then at least I could pay it back. The other way would be pay it back but have no way. And you know, no one wants to do that, right? Like, I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. We're not children, right? But sometimes you got to do it, but it's just not a good feeling, right? So anyways, I did that. I bought the GPS. Ended up selling it for $500. And so that paid off. So I took a loan from somebody, paid it right off. Boom, $500, fantastic. I knew that was the right way to go. Now I'm not in the hole to anybody, and I have rent paid. But that's not what we want, guys. We don't want just rent paid and no people chasing after us for money. We want rent paid and thousands more dollars that we can go do whatever we want with, take girls out, have fun, invest it, make business bigger. So, that's why I decided, okay, so what we need to do this month, and this is what I've been doing, I need to spend my entire paycheck, which I already spent like half of it, on stuff to resell. Very risky, but if you want to turn your life around quickly, you got to risk a lot, right? And this might fuck me, but guess what? No matter what, if nothing sells, I still have the inventory. It will sell eventually, because everything I buy, I know it sells. I know it's popular. I know I'm getting it for half the price it costs. So no matter what, I will make money. So I'm not super worried about that. It's just when will it sell, right? So I bought a Garmin. What I said I was gonna call it Garmin. I bought a Garmin Montana GPS, the one I sold for 500, which is amazing. And here's the best part. This is why I always tell you guys you need to lowball. Don't ever be scared. I don't care if it's $1,000 item and you ask for 500. That's exactly what you want to do. Now let me tell you why. This girl was selling this GPS. It's worth about $550. She was asking $600. Now obviously we don't go half off their price. That's stupid. We go half of what they sell for sold on eBay. So we go to eBay. They sell for about $550, $500, maybe like $490. But $500 is the most common one. So they're okay. We offered $250. So I said, hey, would you take $250? I'd be so happy to come grab it. She's like, oh my gosh, yes, I'd love to. Like, I didn't expect that. You didn't expect that. You expected that. Hell no, maybe $400. No. And then I messaged a girl about a Garmin watch worth $100. They were selling for $120. I said, hey, will you take $50 because it was worth $100 on eBay? They said, yeah, for sure. When do you want to come get it? Back to back. Now, not everyone's going to say yes. Some people might say, fuck off. But guess what? If you message enough people, you're going to have a bunch of yeses. My advice is you message 5 to 10 people a day. Just make an offer straightforward. Don't say, hey, is it available? Just say, hey, I really want this. Would you by chance do $50? I'd love to come pick it up today. You know, I'm coming from here. Just let me know when you can meet. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Be very nice. Be very empathetic, like I said. You can watch my older videos about being empathetic and all that shit. I didn't realize I was making this long ways. I was trying to make it psh, psh, but I guess I'm not paying attention. Whatever. We already started. So, guys, what have I learned in the last few months of failures? Number one, if you don't make any offers, you are done. You will not succeed. There's not even a shot in hell you will succeed. Don't wait for someone to sell something for half price. Take those when you see them, but make your offers. If you're really in a bad position, don't fucking cry about it and be like, oh man, I couldn't do flipping. Oh man, I don't have any money. I gotta borrow money from mom. No. If you're broke, go make 10 offers a day. It takes probably about 10 minutes. 1 minute per person. Say, hey, would you take $50? I'd love to come get it. I've got cash. I'm coming from this area. Let me know. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Boom. Just copy and paste that shit and take out the price, right? Copy and paste the same message to everybody, but change the price. Now, obviously, when you're searching for prices, don't go off their price. Go on eBay, search up that exact model, whatever it is, and see how often they sell. Make sure that there's a bunch sold in the last 90 days. Okay? Number one, make sure that it's actually selling. You just want a couple of them, maybe like 3 or 4 or 5. Preferably more, but you know. What you don't want is like 1 in 90 days or 0 in 90 days, but there was one a year ago. That's a bad item. Sometimes, it depends, but that's the general rule of thumb. And then next, you'll see what they've sold for. Take the lowest selling one within reason. So like if everyone's selling for $550, someone sold it for $500, someone sold it for $480, but a bunch of people sold it for $500, just go off $500 and offer them $250. Now if you can get lower, I would do it. Feel free to offer lower, $200, fuck it. Because what's the worst that'll happen? They say absolutely not. Yeah. Well then be like, okay, would you just go to $250 then? I can do that if that helps. They say no, fuck it, goodbye. You know, they don't want to sell it. Oh well. But if you don't want to stay broke, like I don't, then start making your lowball offers, right? And you don't have to flip for the rest of your life. You don't have to be like, oh well, I don't want to get to the business of flipping. Do it for the winter. Do it for the winter. What else are you gonna do? Pretend like you're learning copywriting like a dickhead? No. Well, you will. You will pretend. You're an idiot. Just go make your offers, dude. And that goes with every business. You know, if you want to become a copywriter, oh, someone messaged me. Oh, I'm gonna sell that shit in a minute. It goes with any business. If you're like a copywriter or social media marketer, bro, just start messaging people. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what your offer is. Just say, hey, I can write ad for you, blah, blah, blah. It can be the shittiest pitch ever, but you're doing it and the other guy isn't. Eventually, you're going to pick somebody up by luck. But not even luck, by consistency. And you're like, wow, that shit works, seriously? And then you can improve and work. But just start getting people. All right, that's really all you need. There's nothing else that you need to do besides talk to your customers, right? So, anyways, moving forward, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at a lot of Garmin stuff. Garmin, we'll say Garmin. We're looking at a bunch of Garmin stuff. My GPS's, fish finders. GPS's seem pretty hot. I'm not sure what else. I've been hearing from other YouTubers that HVAC tools work really good, like the brand fucking something, Fluke. It's like a yellow, yellow little electricity tool. I forgot what it's called. But there's all kinds of opportunity there. You can get to like EV chargers, whatever. Right? There's so much opportunity, and you can sell literally anything. You can sell TVs, exercise bikes. Just make sure that people want them and they're high in demand. So, if you really need some ideas of what to flip, if you really can't figure it out, message me, email me. I'd be happy. It's my last and first name @gmail. I'd be happy to give you some ideas and kind of show you some of the things I flipped. I don't have that many people watching me, so I don't have anybody emailing me, so I can get back to you pretty quick. Anyways, guys, kind of lost my train of thought of where I was going, but I think I kind of spread the idea, the message that I wanted to spread. Other than that, I think we're going to start doing really good this month. I mean, I know we are. I don't think. I know for a fact that this is going to absolutely blow up and do way better. If you guys saw how successful I was with golf clubs, this is going to be 10 times more. The product is worth more. There's more profit opportunity. I'm doing eBay, so there's 50 times the amount of people that will buy it, rather than just people in my local area. We're gonna charge a little bit of fees. Fuck it, whatever. What matters is we're selling higher profit items, more profit, and more often. And now that I'm not limited to golf clubs, I can really start learning a bunch of new stuff. Now, I know when I first started doing this, I said you should niche down and just do one thing. Like I do golf irons and drivers. That's my niche. The problem with that niche is it's summertime only. Now you can do it year round on eBay, right? But if you're trying to do it locally, that is not great. But just about anything else would be fantastic. Because I was thinking about doing snowboards. But I was like, why don't we just get something year round that I can just constantly pump out and master? And that's what we're doing with this. So I'm trying out a bunch of different stuff to see kind of what works. Spending all my money on inventory till I have no more money. And I'm going to tell you guys what works, what doesn't. I'm super excited. I need to make some money, so do you. So I think that's it, guys. I'll stop rambling for now. I think that's all I have to talk about. Hope you guys have a great day.